Let's keep it real. Most people do not struggle with money because they are bad at math. They struggle because they don't have a plan. And figuring out how to make a plan can be super overwhelming, I understand. And there's so much information out there. It is so hard to know what to focus on. That is why I made this video, to break it all down for you and help you reset your finances with a simple 90-day plan. In this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide to reset your finances, start building your wealth, and kickstart your financial journey. We're going to dive into things like how to prioritize your money after payday, how to save on big expenses, and even how to start investing. If you're ready, then let's get right into it. In week 1, you're going to assess where you stand. So before we fix anything, we need to know exactly where you are at. Just like any successful business, they know exactly how much they are bringing in and how much they are spending. So we need to do the same for your finances. So pull up your last 3 months worth of bank statements, your credit card statements, and any other spending records that you might have. And then you're going to categorize everything into 3 groups. 1 is your fixed expenses like your rent, your utilities, and your car payments. 2 is your discretionary expenses, which is stuff you want but don't really need, like eating out, shopping, and traveling, going on vacation, and all the like. The last one here is debt payments, which is any student loans, your credit card debt, and so on, or even your car note as well. Once you've had everything categorized, you're going to be able to see exactly where your money is going and where you might be overspending. This is the first exact step to getting control of your money. In week 2, we're literally going to be cutting the fat. So now that you know exactly where your money is going, it is time to trim the fat. You could start by looking at your biggest expenses and then asking yourself this question: can I cut this by 10 to 30% within the next 90 days? For example, if you have an Uber, are you calling an Uber every weekend just because you can? Could you save $100 a month by maybe walking, using public transportation, or getting a ride from family members? Also, with insurance, can you call around to find a cheaper rate? If you compare different insurance companies, you can literally save $50 to $100 a month. Another option here is eating out. Could you cut out on dining out or ordering takeout? Even if you save just $50 a month from avoiding that Uber Eats or that DoorDash, then you can actually save a lot of money. By trimming some of these costs, you can save hundreds, even thousands over the years. In week 3, we're going to be automating your savings. Automation is a game changer when it comes to your savings. Like, you don't want to think about your savings. You want it to happen automatically because you might forget. First, we're going to open a high-yield savings account. Look for one that is offering about 3.8 to 4% APY. Then you want to set up automatic transfers so that part of your paychecks goes straight into your savings before you even get to touch that money. This is going to help you build your savings without actually thinking about it. Kind of like paying yourself first, right? And so you can set up automatic transfers for your emergency fund and even start putting money into your investments. In week 4, we're going to be tackling your debt. So if you have high interest debt, then this is the best time to tackle it, like your credit card debt. So make a plan to get rid of it ASAP. You can use a debt calculator to figure out how long it's going to take you to pay off your debt and exactly how much you're going to save on interest if you pay more each month. You can also call your credit card company to see if they can lower your interest rates. Sometimes they'll do it just to keep you as a customer. In week 5, we're going to be building your emergency fund. Your goal here is simple: to save $1,000 for your emergency fund. This is going to give you peace of mind because an average American cannot even afford a $500 emergency. So this is going to help you stay ahead of the game. In order to get there faster, try selling things that you don't use or picking up a side hustle. And then once you've hit that $1,000, go ahead and move on to building a larger fund from 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. In week 6, we're going to start investing. So now that you've got your emergency fund all figured out, it is time to think about how you can grow your wealth. So you're going to start by investing in low-cost index funds like your S&P 500 index fund through a brokerage like Vanguard or Fidelity or even Robinhood. This is a passive strategy, so just set and forget, and over time your money is going to grow. In week 7, we're going to be increasing our income. Cutting costs is great, yeah, but increasing your income is where the real magic is going to happen. So you could ask for a raise at your job, you could start a side hustle, you could learn a high income skill like coding or graphic design. The more you make, the more you can save and invest. In week 8, we're going to be setting big savings goals. So think about your big savings goals for the entire year, whether saving for a down payment on a house or hitting a net worth goal, whatever that is, or building up your retirement fund. Write down your goals right now and rank it into smaller steps in week 8, and then share it with someone that's going to hold you accountable. Week 9 is your credit cards. Are they right for you or not? So credit cards can be awesome if you have the self-control to actually pay them up every single month. But if you don't, then it is best to avoid them. So figure out the kind of spender you are. If you're disciplined, use your credit cards to earn rewards and cash back. But make sure that you're paying the balance up in full before the next cycle comes around. If not, then just stay clear of credit cards because they can be high interest debts. In week 10, we're going to be tracking your net worth. So your net worth is the total value of your assets, your savings, and your investments, and your properties, then minus your liabilities, right, which is your debt. So for example, if you own property like real estate and then you have $50,000 in the bank, those are considered your assets. Now, on the other side, if you own liabilities like you have a car note or you have any other consumer debts like credit cards, then you want to take your assets, which would be that house plus a $50K in the bank, minus those credit cards and whatever other liabilities or debts that you have, and that's going to give you your net worth. So in this particular week, which is week 10, we're going to be tracking our net worth and making sure that we know if we have a negative or a positive net worth. This is a great way to stay motivated and see your progress. In week 11, we're going to be reviewing our progress. So this is a time for a check-in with yourself. You're going to look back at the last 2 months of how you've been spending, saving, and how your debt payoff is going. So are you staying on track? If not, then this is the best time to adjust your plan and then keep moving forward. And last but not least, week 12. Now that you've reset your finances, it is time to set long-term goals and think big. So you're going to set long-term financial goals like buying a home, paying off major debt, or retiring early. Whatever your long-term goals are, you're going to break them down into small actionable steps, and then you're going to schedule quarterly check-ins to make sure that you're actually staying on track. And then by the end of these 90 days, you should have a clear plan on how to build your wealth and how to take control of your financial future. So this is not going to be easy, but trust me, it is going to be actually worth it, absolutely worth it. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you're ready to take control of your financial future, then let's get started on this 90-day journey together. Go ahead and drop a comment below and let me know where you are in your finances and share a step that you are ready and excited to tackle first. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on building wealth and reaching your financial goals. You got this.